Boys and girls, our art project today is going to be about Christmas trees. The tradition of Christmas trees goes back to pagan times when the green helped people during the winter to feel hopeful. There is a very famous German Christmas carol that I'm going to sing the first verse to you. In German it's called O Tannenbaum, but in English it's O Christmas Tree. O Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. O Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. Your boughs so green in summertime, stay bravely green in wintertime. O Tannenbaum, how lovely are thy branches. Now, as I said, originally pagans brought in green during the solstice, the winter solstice, to give them hope. But this tradition became part of the German culture in the 16th century when devout Christians brought decorated trees into their homes. And the very famous Protestant reformer Martin Luther decided to put candles on Christmas trees. We believe that he was the first one to start that practice. He said that as he was thinking about his sermon and walking home, the twinkling lights reflected in the Christmas trees gave him the idea. Germans brought the idea of the decorated Christmas tree to America in the 1800s. It was very popular in the 1830s in Pennsylvania. You may have heard of the Dutch Germans or the Dutch Pennsylvania folks. They settled in Pennsylvania and this practice became very popular. In the 1890s, German folks and American German folks decorated their Christmas trees with popcorn, berries, and nuts strung together, and also wooden ornaments. In Europe, the Christmas tree was about 4 feet, but in our country, in America, we like to have the Christmas tree go from the top to the bottom of a room. When Thomas Edison developed electricity, he showed off this wonderful event by decorating his Christmas tree with lights, both indoor and outdoor, and that gave the idea to many, many people and started the popularity of putting lights on the trees. Now we're going to talk about 3 different ways you can make Christmas trees. Boys and girls, I've made 3 different Christmas trees, and I'm going to go through them with you. This one, I actually had to do a couple of times. The trick to this one is to make sure that you do only a few lines and then a few lines on the other side, like this, so that you can keep it in balance. When I did one side and then the other, it did not work well at all. Okay, and then a stem. And as you can see, I used a dark green crayon and then I filled in with the yellow-green crayon. I did a gray or silver background with stars. Now, you could use that color scheme if you chose, but you could also do the stars yellow and the background blue. You could also create stars on a piece of paper and glue them down, or if you had yellow construction paper or blue construction paper, you could glue it down and that would give the art piece some texture. So I'm going to call that my lined Christmas tree. The next Christmas tree, sort of wiggly lines, and I put 2 of them. One's a bit in the background. So you start out with a wiggly line at the top and then come down a little bit, come down a little bit. And there you have that one. And you can put the ground, and above it you can create another wiggly tree. Okay, now these I outlined in dark green and put, again, the yellow green over the top of them. This time I put a star, and I wanted the star to show light over the tree like it does in real life. And then I put the moon and had the moon reflect some light on the Christmas tree as well. So we can call that the wiggly Christmas tree, if you like. The last Christmas tree is actually several Christmas trees, and a bit more, it's not really abstract, but it has an abstract quality to it because we wouldn't see Christmas trees in purples and red purple or blue purple. We wouldn't see that. And I decided for fun this time, I haven't done this at all, I put glue down and used my glitter. I haven't used it all year, and you may not have it, so that means you could do a background in a different way. Again, my famous toothbrush with glue on the plate, and then I shook the glitter. You have to make sure that you have newspaper underneath, as I had earlier, and that you're careful about not getting the glitter all over on your clothes or on the floor. It's not so easy to clean up. Leave it flat for a while and let it dry for a while. So I used blue glitter and a little bit of silver glitter. And then I did a background with just a blue. So this is not truly abstract, but this is certainly unusual set of Christmas trees. To make this purple, somewhat abstract Christmas design, it's not very hard at all. You can start out with that easy triangle and a long stem. And then we're going to place Christmas trees of different sizes in proximity to the bigger tree. So there you go. Not difficult to sketch at all. And again, we talked about the colored scheme. If you don't have glitter, you can certainly do other things. And you certainly don't have to use this purple scheme. You could choose another of your favorite colors, or you can make it realistic and put everything in greens and browns. I look forward to seeing your artwork. Please send me a photo of your work, and have a good week. This is Dr. D.